Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another wonderful message from the Lord through Take the Word at its Word. Thank you for joining and tuning in again. Now, take the word at its word is exactly what it says on the tin. Just take the word at its word. God told me this quite clearly. Don't overcomplicate things, Gail. Just take my word at its word. If I said it, then just believe it and just act like you believe it. So if I said you're more than a conqueror, don't be scared about your circumstances. Believe that, and it will give you a strategy supernaturally to deal with those circumstances. If I said 1,000 will fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but nine will come near you, hey, don't be scared of sickness because I've told you it's not coming near you. Choose to believe that. So I said, okay, Lord. So I stopped doing the analysis to paralysis, which simply means I would pull the word apart so much and just become saved and stuck. I would not be able to see it work in my life. I'd make excuses for why it doesn't work in my life and create reasons for the hindrances and why God doesn't do miracles anymore today. And then, worse still, I'd go to somebody else of the similar mindset who then would reinforce my untruths and my wrong beliefs and then give me more reasons, even create philosophies and doctrines as to why God doesn't do these things anymore. And God's just looking, I'm sure of it, tilted head, thinking, what's wrong with you people? Jesus died so you could have all these things. I promised you them. Just take my word at its word. If it's not working for you, then revisit you. Don't call me a liar. So take the word at its word. That's what I want to talk to you about today, the power of words and how we should be very careful about what we say. Now, I had to learn this because I actually always thought that I was a very positive speaker. And I was always corroborated by all those around me. Oh, Gail, you're very positive. You're very supportive. You always look for the good in people. You always empower me. I like coming and speaking to you because I always feel so inspired and powered and uplifted when I'm finished talking to you. And I love that. That is encouraged. That's my heart to do all of those things. And I didn't think that actually I was a negative person until one day I read Hung by the Tongue. Hung by the Tongue is a book. Francis P. Martin wrote it. It's a little book. In fact, you will find me reading the full audio of it on this YouTube channel. That's at Take the Word at its word 3433. I read this book and I thought, wow, Gail, you never thought that you were such a negative speaker. Like somebody asked me, how are you? And I would say, oh, not bad. And I thought, I didn't think that was negative because God didn't make bad. So I can't be bad. I'm good. I'm good because I'm alive, well, and I'm the righteousness in Christ Jesus. I'm good. I might do silly little things, mistakes, have a little accident, spill a drink, and I'll say, oh, stupid me. But I'm not stupid. You're not stupid. God doesn't make stupid. He makes fearful and wonderful. Every time I get in a car, I always hit a red light. I can never just get a nice run of green lights. Guess what happens when you get in the car? You will catch all the red lights. You shall have what you say. Words are really powerful. Diabetes, dementia, cancer. It runs through my family, so it's bound to catch me. I better prepare for it. You shall have what you say. It happens to us all. I'm only human. Well, you're not only human. If you are the righteousness in Christ Jesus, you've got the spirit that raised Jesus Christ from the dead living in you. How on earth can you be only human and you've got God in you? You've got supernatural power in a body. When you speak the right words, you'll find you will see the right results. Words are powerful. And however your life is at the moment, it's a result and a product of what you say. Whatever my life is, as it stands today, it's a result of what I have said, which is a result of what I have thought and therefore believed. Words are powerful. They will create one way or the other. It's up to you whether they create good or bad. It's up to you what you say. You have to be deliberate and intentional in your speech, and you have to be very, very guarded with what is spoken over you or around you or into your circumstances. So, how powerful are words? Well, Proverbs 18:21 explains to us that death and life are in the power of the tongue. So, what does it say? Death and life. Two options. So, there's only two things you will do with your words. You will create death, negativity, life, positivity. It's that simple. And it says that if you like it, you shall eat the fruit of it. You're speaking negatively and therefore believing negatively, you're going to bear negative situations. Take the word at its word. It's that simple. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. And Jesus in the new covenant, which is even more powerful than the old covenant, he used words to perform his miracle signs and wonders. Yes, they were on some occasion accompanied by actions or followed by actions, but he used the power of his words to speak healing, speak miracles, get rid of demons. Words are the primary source of change. Belief can go nowhere and have no effect unless it's acted upon. And we act upon our belief by speaking it, confessing it, and doing what we're saying. That's what it means by confession. Confessions here is referring to speaking, saying it. Let's explore how important God thought words were. Let's go back to the beginning of the Bible, the book of Genesis. He didn't go and build, use his hands. He spoke, he used his words. God spoke everything into existence. That's how important words are. That God created life, the world, the universe by words. So, what more powerful tool is there if that's a tool God used to create his entire universe? And then he created you and me using words. And look at a pattern. In the beginning of most of those verses, in the first chapter of Genesis, it says, and God said, spoke. And then towards the end, it will say, and God saw. So that's a very simple structure, but that's how it works. You say, you speak, and the natural flow is that you will see it come to pass. That's God's setup. Speak to see it. God spoke it, he saw it, and he said it was good. So if God used words to do the greatest creation of all time, of everything, existence and us, then there's nothing more powerful than words. Words are power.